Alright everybody, it's me again, and we're gonna try this again. See, I've been trying to do a YouTube video, a little bit of a YouTube video, and I've been making these too long. So, then this video is going to be the unpopular opinions. Okay, so we're gonna still do unpopular opinions, but we're gonna probably do less, because I want to still explain to you the reasons behind it. But I don't want them to be so unbelievably, the video will be so long. I'm going to try to make this better. Okay, so my first unpopular opinion, remember, opinion, is I don't care for certain expensive gifts. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you don't have to go out of your way to get something for me like that. I feel like you shouldn't be asking like that. And another thing is, when I say I don't care for certain expensive gifts, it's like, if you know me as a person who's never gone fishing before, please don't go out of your way to get me expensive two pieces of expensive fishing gear, knowing I've never fished before, and it's like only two pieces that I don't even know what to do with, and I need more. You know what I mean? Like shoes, expensive, like some J's, and I can't wear them to work. And I feel like these shoes are so beautiful that they shouldn't be just being worn at the school. So now I don't have anywhere to wear them. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. So no. I will definitely still appreciate them, because if you love me enough, and I hope it's coming from love too, and I know usually really for the people that I know, you're willing to give me something and go out of your way to give me something, I'm definitely going to forever appreciate it. But please don't go out of your way for something that I don't even know how to use. I'm going to look at you, it's going to look fake whenever I say thank you. I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to love you and love you and feel you. But feel love for you. But I'm like, I don't know what to do with this fishing pole. I don't know where to go. So that's what I mean by it. Like that. Expensive gifts. That little exception. Okay, so the next one. My unpopular opinion, at least for me, was I was not a vegetarian for the animals. I definitely love and appreciate animals, I believe. But the problem with it is, being a vegetarian to me is not really getting the point across, and that's not really showing that I'm there for animals. So to me, I would have to be a vegan. But to be a vegan, to be a true, real vegan, it's not just food anymore. It's your whole lifestyle. It's what you bring. It's all your clothes that you wear every day. It's going to be the furniture that you're willing to sit down and be comfortable, and the most comfortable. And it's going to be what you drive. It's going to be all these things. And then it gets to a point I'm just like, am I doing things am I happy now? Am I making me better now at this point? Is this getting me further? And of course, I don't mean in a selfish way. I believe in some sort of way, I believe we're supposed to be selfless. But the thing is is it actually making it worse? Is it making it worse? That's the thing. That's the one thing I don't believe. I'm not going to claim being worse now. I'm not speaking that into existence. Am I doing so much, I'm going to make myself worse? You know what I mean? Like, being a vegetarian, I did it. I tried it, and when I was doing the vegetarian for a little while, I did it simply for the fact of health. You know what I mean? Because pork simply is not that good for you. There's very little nutritional benefits, especially if you compare it to what it does have and other meats. Basically all the things are there. Same thing with most seafood. With certain exceptions, that's already going to be in other stuff. So now we go back down to the beef, chicken, turkey. Turkey, I just don't care for a taste, so it was okay to lose. Honestly, yes, there's certain people's turkey that's okay, it's better. I know. Let's keep going though, for real. Beef and chicken. That's basically my thing. That's what I have left. Well, red meat can be kind of bad for you in the long run, by what I've been hearing and little things I've been looking up. And chicken is just like, whatever benefits it's going to be beef, this, that, or the other. But then the problem with all the meat is most of these things, if not all of them, probably just most, I will say, but a real good amount of good things that are in the meat are already going to be in everything else that you eat that does not need meat, like full-fledged meat. At least, like, you know what I mean? But I'm not vegan, but like vegetarian wise. It's gonna already be in just about everything else. So, and especially like vegetables too. So, that's why I was doing it for health, not really animals. Now, there's the obvious. Now, I will say there's certain things that kind of, I guess you would say, trigger me. You know, when it comes to the, for at least for the animals, is for example, I do not think in any way, shape, or form it is cute to burn up a whole turkey and post that on social media. To burn up a whole steak. Of course, when I say burnt, I like my food well done. I don't mean like that, but I mean burnt to the char where you can't even do anything with it, like stiff, like burning, like you can't eat that. That's what I mean. Um, that I do not think is cute. That is not acceptable. You not only contributed to taking away its life, now you're not even going to be able to do anything with the body. You're not even going to be able to eat off of it. That I do not like. I will say that for at least when it comes to the animals. And I do believe don't be abusing animals and stuff like that, of course. That's the exception. That's what I mean. Okay, so the next one is I don't American cars are good, but I think foreign cars are better. When I just look back into the history, I always think about a car that we've always had that's always lasted. All of the Hondas that we've ever had in the past would still last today. But the Ford and other ones didn't last. So yeah, and I know that makes kind of little sense because I say all of them. Well, one we had a car wreck in, and the other one, my brother took care of it, and he was younger back then, and he just didn't know what he was doing, so it was like not even like very, very, very basic essentials that would just not even be fair to the car. But there was the one that we got in the car wreck in that my dad was using would literally still work to this very day. And we have one Honda that we've had, and then the car came out only a few years after I was born. Granted, I'm going to be 20. That car only came out a few years after I was born. So, and that car still is working. And the other one we've already had for so many years, and it's like brand new. Like, it hasn't even felt like it's just been still working. Like, it's even better. It's like, I believe it's brand new, I feel. So yeah, I don't really see that a lot with Fords, Chevy. Sorry, and we've had a Ford before too. So, in the midst in between, because two parents, somebody also have a Ford. We had two Fords actually. One of them, the other Ford was better. The one that my mom had, it was like just that. It was better, but it still had its problems that just I didn't really see in the Honda. So I'm sorry. That's what I mean. By that. Okay, so trucks are not all that. Trucks are just like big old things that don't really appeal to me that much. I don't really need a truck. I like trucks the idea because they're stick shift, and most times, not all, because we have a truck that's not stick shift. So, that's what I mean. I like the idea of stick shift because if you learn stick shift, then you probably learn automatic a lot easier too. That's what I believe. I think it's something else you can learn and have. So I do like it from that. You don't really see stick shift cars. What in the world would be the reasoning behind that? I don't like that. I don't like that idea. Yes. Vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup is better than chocolate ice cream. I say that for the chocolate ice cream end is because I guess negative in chocolate ice cream is because chocolate ice cream sometimes can either taste too fake or too sweet, and that's basically kind of the same problem I have with lemonade. And now vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup is better because vanilla ice cream you can put the syrup in and you can put how little or how much you want so you can get an exact taste, and it's just kind of like nice to mix it. You're mixing it together so you can kind of see if you want like a thick, or it's still kind of just wrapped in rings of chocolate, or you can blend it out and taste like a frosty. So yes, I like it. And then another reason why I have like almost nostalgia to it because I remember my auntie who's no longer here got that for me one time when we were like in our apartment. She got me some vanilla ice cream with some chocolate syrup, so it's almost like a memory thing. I've been doing it since then too. So yes. That's another reason why, I believe. Twitter is overrated. Long story short is I just see a lot of people complaining on there. Yes, granted, there is a lot of problems when it gets to a certain point. I don't feel like hearing it. It's like I want to just be more positive. I just see a bunch of complaining of all sorts on there. That's it. Period. Putting in here 2 weeks is not that helpful. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Just sorry. It's not that helpful. With the fair and obvious exception of like any sort of career-wise jobs, because it's just more the professional thing to do, and that's something that you know, this is your career, this is like for long-term thing mentally. But your little part-time jobs for a year or 2 weeks, just as easy as it was for them to hire you on the spot, it will be even easier for them to let go of you. So when you put in that 2 weeks, they're more than likely going to go strictly by that schedule, and most of them makes their schedule only one. They make it 1 week at a time. They're not going to put you on that second week most times. I've had this happen to me twice. And it'll more likely keep on happening because I'll still put in my 2 weeks to be more professional and get used to it. I'm not saying that like, ooh, but I'm just saying it's not really that useful. I feel like, so if you didn't do it, or if I was like a manager at like a restaurant, I would be like, and I looked it up, you just quit. I wouldn't care personally. I mean, why would you care about that? I'm sorry. Next one. Calling is better than texting. I'm not the best texter. I'm pretty dry when it comes to texting. I'm filled with, yeah, good. Okay, then. Alright, then. Talk to you later. That's wonderful. Wow. I'm fine. Turn up. Yeah, simple, short words. I don't feel like talking on a text message. I want to be on the phone and get the passion from you, passion from me, or a video call would be really cool too. I like that stuff. Sorry, that's just me. Sorry. Next one, next case. The next one is this one's kind of deep, but let's go ahead and get started on this one and the next. Basically, is two. Next one isn't as cute, but kind of deep. Okay, so the jealous type is not cute. And I think the jealous type is like the gateway to something much worse. When you're a jealous type, if I'm dating you, and I'm saying hypothetical because I'm not going to do this. This is my goal, and I do believe it. In the name of Jesus, I'm not gonna just run through every single time you see a female classmate, a female coworker, somebody you knew before me. I'm not gonna just run through every time she walks by. We're walking and we just so happen to meet. Something like that. I'm not gonna just start hitting you and, just start being abusive and pinching you and pulling you by your shirt because I don't want you to talk to somebody. That is not cute. That is disrespectful. That's not cute. And you need to stop doing that to your man, because when your man snaps one day, ladies, when your man snaps and he does something to you back, don't be running through now with that whole entire just making a whole big old scene, an Oscar-winning scene, all right, let's not do that. That's not cute. You keep on doing something, keep on doing these actions, you're gonna get some reactions, and you're not gonna like those reactions. So, ladies, stop doing it. And men too. It's bad because the man, if he hits you, he's more than likely gonna be stronger than you. So if he hits you, you walk by, or y'all on a date. Somebody comes on anyway, any just shape, how, phone call, the email from the classmates, something. And that man gets that jealous, or he wants to start pinching you, tonguing you, breathing over you, nagging at you, this, that, and the other. No, that's not cute. I don't think that that's cute. I think that's a sign of bad things, I believe. Like, this is the real him that's showing out. This is the real her that's showing out. When she starts to really get to know you, and you start to do more things in the future, and he's showing all these jealous signs, keep that away from me. Honestly, that is not cute. Then when I see these posts on Facebook talking about, oh, I'm gonna kill him if he's cheating and like all blood on her, that's not attractive in any way, shape, or form at all. That is trash, I believe. And it's not even safe to do. You do that to some people. Some people are the one. Some people will let you hit them and pinch them and yell at them, and you're going to come across the wrong one, ladies. Please don't do that. It's not worth it. You're going to come across the wrong one. That man going to turn and bop you. Don't do that now, ladies. Don't. And men too. Like, hey, and this is maybe even rare. And you're going to be like, oh, you're going to be shocked. Because some ladies got hands. And it's gonna be rare. I'm not saying no women can fight, but I'm just really saying this. Some ladies do really got some hands. So you're gonna come across, you're gonna be that jealous type, and that lady's not gonna care. And she gonna pick up a fork, pick up a knife because you being jealous, because she's probably trying to she may be defending herself, she may just be more crazy than you. And she gonna pick up something and she gonna retaliate real bad. That ain't good either. Okay? So no. That jealous type stuff, that ain't cute in any way, shape, or form. That needs to quit. That needs to shut it down. Y'all need to shut it down. Next one. I'm looking at my paper too. Let's be a little bit more positive. I'm kind of easing out with this next one, I guess you would say. But this one could get deep too, but I don't really have the time, I guess you would say, for that alone. Okay, so preference is okay. I'm sorry, but I have to admit it. And let's be completely realistic. We all have some sort of preference. You know what I mean? Tall, short, you like a man a little bit chunkier, you like skinny, because maybe you skinny too. Like dark hair, you want a man with full head. And then let's be real, this is not the one, let's be real honest, this isn't the one I'm talking about. I'm for example, African American woman, but if I say I like a white Caucasian man, that should be okay. You know what I mean? But this is the problem. This is the problem with this whole entire preference thing. Do not be an African American person, man. Too. Let's even use my people for example. Do not be an African American man and be like, I do not date black women. I prefer white women. That is not a reason for your self hatred. Now, you can like your white friend. You can like them. The one may actually be a Caucasian woman. She may be your wife. But I'm saying she may be your potential wife. That's not the problem. I'm saying do not use that as an excuse to hate your own race. Because you need to have that love. Have your love for your race. Because nobody else is really, I believe, nobody else is obligated to love your own race like you are to you. So that's how I feel. So no, I'm sorry. Like, that's the exception when it comes to the preference thing. But besides that, preference is fine. Because you can't be like a hypocrite and be like, oh, I prefer this, I prefer that. And like, oh, I want them to have a full head of hair still. Oh, I actually like bald as long as you see this one. I like a beard. I like, no, let's be real. All that preference is okay, whatever, this, that, and the other. But don't use that as an excuse for hate. There we go. That one can actually get deeper, but like, that's really just the point I really needed to say. Next one. Anyone can sing, anyone can dance, anyone can play a sport, anyone can do any like that sort of things. I'm sorry. Let's be real. Anyone can do it. The only thing is you need to practice. You know what I mean? Like, and don't believe in, oh, I can't sing. Oh, this, that, and the other. Have you practiced? You know what I mean? Like, so this is what I think. If a person has a disability, something happens to them, they lose an arm, they lose a leg, they get a major surgery, something like that, and they truly want to be a painter. Something that I got one arm gone, something like that. They truly want to do it, and they believe they can. That's their thing. Heck, that may even be their calling. They're gonna have to more than likely try harder than somebody who has all their limbs. Or let's say they want to be a runner and they lost their leg, one leg. Even both. They got them what they do with the both. I don't know what. Shoot, I need to stop right there because I don't know what that stuff is called. Those type of particular prosthetics. You know what I mean? So all you got to do is put your practice in. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You gotta keep on practicing, and you'll get there. And don't believe in that. Don't claim that. Do not claim that you can't. There is no can'ts. There is no I can't sing. I can't do anything. Especially us Christians, there is no can'ts. That's not happening. We are not built for the word can't. And I believe all of us, anybody can be, we all need to be, anybody can. We all need to have Jesus in our life. And we don't need that can't. That can't needs to go away. The devil is a liar. The next one. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the next one is, it's fine if you're not a pet person. You know what I mean? So it's starting to get to the point where it sounds like, like, No, not everybody's a pet person. Really, that's my point. Not every single person's a pet person, and that's alright, y'all. That's okay. Just don't abuse the animals in any way, shape, or form. Don't harm them. Don't reject them from food, and stuff like that. Especially, like, let's say, for example, I'm a young lady. I'm moving in with my best friend in a couple of years, okay? After all these things, whatever. I'm moving in with my best friend in a couple of years. And let's say I'm not a pet person, even though I am. Let's say I'm not, but she is. She brings her dog over. That don't mean while she at work, I start beating on this dog because I don't like it. No, no, that's not when I say don't be a pet person. That's not what I mean, y'all. Child, that's not what I mean. Don't be like that. I'm just saying, it's okay if you're not a pet person. You don't have pets in your house. Some people get almost offended by that. Like, it's fine. I don't care. Just don't be abusing them. Just don't be abusing them. Um, Adoption should be entirely more of a thing, y'all. There's so many kids out there that are in the foster system. It doesn't even make any sense. We need to adopt. We need to adopt. And don't think just because, this kid is not my biological kid, we can't have that same love. There's so many children out there. And these children are growing up in that system. It's not that good. And if it's not good, that means they're going to break. They're going to have broken pieces. And you don't want more broken people to come into the society, when they grow. We need to fix the foster system for anybody who doesn't still get adopted. And we need to adopt more children. There's so many children out there that deserve a loving home. I guess the next one is, you need to get married, like the ladies, especially all the like Christian ladies, there's a good Christian man out there, I believe one day, and it's meant to be like, get married. Don't have 4 kids with this guy before getting married. Get married. Like, come on, stop. I'm not saying that you're a horrible person now because you had some kid with somebody, because obviously both me and my brother are products of being born out of wedlock. I'm not saying that like you horrible, because then I'll be claiming that I'm horrible. So, you know what I mean? But like, ladies, come on now. Since now we know, now we're learning, even if you already have 1, 2, or whatever. Let's now, you know what? Let's get, you have your man, you love him, he loves you, and now y'all are changing y'all's ways. Get married. Y'all don't need that expensive wedding. More than likely, the food will taste awful at the wedding. So just go get married in the courtyard if you feel like it. Come on. Just, do that, I believe. And another thing is, ladies, before we have all these kids, we need to get ourselves straightened up. And we need to stop living at your mother or grandmother's house. Maybe there's a sign, you're already living with your grandmother when your mother may have not been there. Now you bring the child in. Never mind, I'm sorry. I don't even know what I was talking about. Hold on. I may have knew what I was talking about, but I don't think that's it right now, I believe. Ladies, let's stop having these kids and living at home and stressing mom or grandma or uncle, even dad. Stop stressing them out, y'all. Add more people. They starting over. You having a kid that young that you have to stay, or you're in that position where you have to say, like, come on, y'all. Like, we need to get better, because, and I say this now because it's not because of the little itty bitty kid, but I'm saying this now because of I'm saying it for the teenagers. Because I don't remember too much from being an itty bitty kid, but I am more than likely going to remember a lot from these past recent years. It would be just so much easier if you have a kid and start off their life at an appropriate time than you just turning it around later. Having to turn it all around with multiple people. Just don't put yourself in that situation. I know, like, it hurts. And a lot of people now, like, a lot of my friends now were all teenagers. And it's like, you see the stress in your parents' eyes when they're trying to get you an education past high school, especially. And it's like, tragically, this could have been avoided if they would have just had a kid at an appropriate time. But in a way, I believe it was meant to be, too. Because if it wasn't meant to be, look, I want to be here. So let's just try our best now. You know what I mean? And, people are trying and they're getting better, I believe. So don't have all that judgment, all that hatred, and don't be all bigoted and stuff, too. I don't want to hear any of that. Now, warn people and say the right things and be proper and polite and all that stuff, I believe. Be polite and truthful. Be truthful and polite. Really, that's more how I would say it. Be truthful and polite. But, like, don't have all that hatred and that tone with me. Saying, oh, your parents are this, that, and the other because they put you through this. I'm like, well, they're getting better, period. So, I love y'all. God bless y'all in Jesus Christ's name, and please take care. And those are my Yeah, around 15 unpopular, I said facts, unpopular opinions. These are my around 15 unpopular opinions, and I'll see you soon. Take care.